Hi, I hope that everyone's ready for some reading. I have a fun one for us today. Let's jump right in. Ready, set? Here we go. Okay, for the first one, we're going to begin with some reading and some questioning, okay? So we've got down here at the bottom, we've got this blank. Now, I know that little bar is in the way, so when I move my mouse over here and just wait for a second, it should go away. So you're gonna have to use your eyes, because if I put my mouse down there, that's the pointer, the computer pointer, that bar will come up. So use your eyes and read along. Number 1 says, can the cat drink milk? Can the cat drink milk? There's 2 options here. We've got one word and another word. You're going to have to look at these 2 question words. One of them says when, one of them says what. You're going to need to choose which one goes in that sentence, okay? This is practicing your reading skills and your question words, okay? You have to think which one makes sense. Look at the next one. This says, bus will stop at the gift shop. Bus. We have one that says why, and we have one that says which. Bus will stop at the gift shop. Find out which question word goes into that sentence. Number 3, is Pam's best pal Tess. Is Pam's best pal Tess. When or where, we know this word, W-H-E-R-E-O, where can we be? Which word is Pam's best pal Tess? And the last one is, can't I skip as fast as Fred? Can't I skip as fast as Fred? We have why and what. Figure out which word goes into the sentence to make sense, okay? Remember, this is just our warm-up. So once you're done with this part, we're moving on to our story for today. And in today's story, it's called The Tent. We're going to be visiting with Zach and Anne, and a special surprise, they're having fun in the yard tonight, and it's with a tent. Do you think it's going to go well, or do you think they'll have problems? Before we start our story, there's a new word you need to know. The word is one and once. One is spelled O-N-E, just one, okay? O-N-E, just one. But look at what happens when we add a C-E. C-E is a tricky spelling, just like S-H makes a sh sound, and C-H makes a ch sound. I'm going to teach you a new sound. Whenever we see C-E, it makes a S sound, like an S. It's called a soft C. Whenever the E comes, the E does magical things like we know that E's can do, and the E changes the k sound to a s sound. You know this from Spanish, right? When you talk about like cepillo, right? Or you talk about like cama, cama, or cepillo, right? Okay, so it's the same in English. We have this CE on the end of this word one, and so it changes the word one to once. Once, like when you're starting a story, once upon a time, or I've only been to the ocean once. Once is a word that means one time. One time. Clap your hands once. Now, blink your eyes once. One more. Or I should say, once more. One time more. And snap your fingers once. Okay, now we're ready for the story because we learned the new word once. Oh, look, I found the new word. It's right here. Once. O-N-C-E is like once upon a time, or clap your hands once. I see something else on this page. Do you notice this? Those are quotation marks. Remember that quotation marks hug the words that people say. So we have quotation marks at the beginning and at the end. So I'm going to start where that first little red circle is for the quotation marks. That means that those are words that people are saying. These words and these words, we have to go all the way until we see another quotation. Oh, look, there's the other quotation marks down at the bottom. Those are the beginning and the end of what the person is saying. That means all the words with the green underline comes out of somebody's mouth. Let's read the story together. The tent, tent, the tent. There's our new word. Once Zach's dad got the kids a tent. Zach and Ann set up the tent. We know a lot of these words. Then the kids, then the kids sang, ooh, there's that, sang a song. Oh, here's the song that they sang. That's why I have them underlined in green, because it's coming out of their mouth for words. This big tent, it is the best, is the best, is the best. Let me move my mouse so that bar doesn't pop up. Let's read the last two lines. This big tent, it is the best. Yes, it's the best. It's saying that Zach and Ann made a song. This big tent, it is the best, is the best, is the best. This big tent, it is the best. Yes, it's the best. That sounds like the wheels on the bus. Maybe they didn't sing it that way, but I did. Next page. What happened, Zach? Ann, are you okay? The kids had fun in the tent. But then a big wind, a big wind hit the tent. Flop, flop. That's like a noise when the tent fell down. Flop. The tent fell on Zach and Ann. Oof! I hope they didn't get hurt. Things are getting worse. Then Zach felt a drip. Zach felt a drip. Oh, it looks like they're getting wet. Drip, drop, drip, drop. Splish, splish, splash, splish, splash. Zach and Ann got wet. The kids set the tent back up. Oh, good. After the wind knocked the tent down and they started getting wet, Zach and Ann fixed it. Red, 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 ant, ants. Red ants got in and bit Zach. Ouch! The little red ants, las hormiguitas rojas, they're biting Zach. Slug. Ew! A slug got on Ann. Look at that slug right there. Do you know what a slug is? A slug is a snail with no shell. like un caracol, right? Sin una concha. It's a snail with no shell. It's a slug. Oh, look, it's the word once. Once the ants and slug got in, that was it. Zach and Anne ran from the tent. When it says that was it, it means no more. They didn't want to be outside anymore. It's like, ooh, we're outside, but oops, the wind knocked the tent down, and oops, it started to rain, and oops, the red ants and the slug, that's it. I'm not here anymore. I'm out of here. And they ran away. You ready to answer some questions? Here's your question number 1. Now, while you answer the question, you're also going to have to read it because that's part of the practice. I don't need to read it for you. These are words that you know. Take a look at number 1. Read this sentence and choose the answer from the story. When you need to pause for more time, go ahead. Number 2 is next. Read the question and this time write your answer. I'm not going to read it, and you should try to read it yourself before you ask for help from a sister, a brother, a mom, or a dad. You try it first. Number 3, last one. Oh, I made that one nice and big. Look at the sentences and the question, and then choose your answer. This one, or this one. You have to read them to know what they say. You can't just pick one. And guess what? That's all we're doing today. Wasn't that so quick? With a little bit of practice, things start to feel easier and easier. Hey, and don't forget, all your teachers are going to be outside on Friday, hoping that you come by to get your special surprise and your bag. Don't look behind me. Phew, it's safe. I made a special sign to hold up when you drive by. And it's a surprise, so I'm not going to show you until Friday. See you at school between 9:30 and 10:30 Friday.